I'm Johnny Spade, the new Ohio Valley heavyweight champion with the pretty new belt around my waist.
Hi, I'm OVW official Josh Ashcraft.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at Triple Threat Talk. I'm Dean Hill.
This is Ricky Chevy, and I'm the blue-collar millionaire.
I'm Mr. Peck. God, that's great every time. Spectacular.
We're the Broner Brothers.
I am the One Girl Revolution, Taylor Hendricks.
This is Brandon Espinoza.
I'm the Assassin.
I'm Bruno Raul Limata.
I'm James Moose Thomas.
I'm Shiloh Jones.
My name is Ron Head. I'm the announcer for OVW.
I'm Jamin Olivencia.
I'm Alex Silva. I'm Rocco Bellagio.
I'm Kerry Bodie, the Ohio Valley Wrestling fan advocate.
Raphael Constantine. I'm Rand Perez. My name's Muhammad Ali. Baez.
I'm Paradise.
This is Jack Black.
This is Ohio Valley Wrestling. Referee Chris Sharp.
This is Sexy Sean Casey. I'm Chris Silvio.
This is Michael Hayes. This is Jason Wayne.
And I just want to tell you right now to make sure you listen to Triple Threat Talk. Boop, boop, ah!
To episode 64 of the internet sensation known as
Nintendo 64!
Triple Threat Talk.
1964, the reunion of the Beatles.
We all live in a
Yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine.
Hey, Postmaster.
Yes, sir. No, we don't blind dance to the Beatles. This isn't right.
Yeah,
They
the
get
Beatles
more
deserve respect.
They deserve more respect.
deserve
than that.
more
You
respect.
show the Beatles some respect.
Boo, 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 boo.
From Against All Odds 20.
I'm just skipping this. If you're a new viewer, you got no idea what the hell's going on right now.
Big B closing out to the doctor.
We're just diving right in.
This is diving on in there. Come on.
Okay,
We're now
fine.
to user questions.
Yes.
From Against All Odds 20. Again.
Crackers, come on.
There are rumors
About what?
that...
Fleetwood Mac?
No.
Rumors?
Guess again.
Chain, keep us together.
In JP?
Drowning in the shadow.
NJPW
Woohoo!
is working on getting a TV deal over here in the United States. Over her.
Her.
Do you guys think it's a smart move, and do you think they would do well?
Well, I think anytime a wrestling company wants to get a TV deal, I think it is a smart move. Do you think they would do well? I don't know. It's just because the market is so oversaturated with WWE and TNA kind of pounding the market there a little bit. With another show making, look at ROH. They're not even on TV. I mean, they're on TV, but not everywhere. They're just in select markets. So would New Japan Pro Wrestling be able to transition over in the States in select markets? I don't know.
They do have MVP.
Thank you.
Bird Ranger?
No.
No, I think it's purple this time.
Montavious Porter.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. It's tough now.
I think that they would do very well, actually. I think it's a great idea. I don't think they would do well because there are people that think that TNA is too much wrestling. And there are people that think that WWE is too much storytelling.
It is.
And there are people that think NJPW is just right. So,
like the porridge?
Yeah, like
What
the
is
porridge.
this? What are we telling the story of Goldilocks and Three Bears?
But thank you for catching the reference. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. You're welcome.
But yeah, I think it'd be great. I don't think they do very well over here. Actually, I think it would be a force for WWE to look out for. That's for sure.
I think it'd be a trial by error.
America.
Yeah, America. This is America.
America.
We're Filipino tilt-a-whirl
They took their
operators.
jobs.
Is this country's backbone.
Ricky Booby.
From the Buck and 5. What is the first wrestling match that you saw or that you remember seeing?
Remember seeing. First match that I saw, I don't remember that one. I don't remember the first match I saw. I'm probably sure it was with Shawn Michaels, but I don't remember who. The first match I remember seeing was probably this pay-per-view of SummerSlam. It was like the first pay-per-view I remember vividly was SummerSlam '97. That's the first I remember. So.
I'm not sure what the first match I saw was. I know that the first match I went to was Sid Justice versus The Undertaker at Freedom Hall. So I did go there, so that was pretty cool.
The first match I remember
With my dad, that was awesome.
that I remember seeing on TV would have to be Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. I know I'm dating myself like, Jesus.
Showing your age there.
Golly, you were still sucking on a bottle, weren't you?
No.
Really?
That was like late 80s.
That's true.
89.
Somewhere in that area. Yeah.
Okay,
So I was like, I was like 5 or
Well,
6.
WrestleMania 1 was 85.
Yeah.
So
that
Well,
was
you at least
Wrestle-
still were wetting
yeah.
your pants at that point.
Whatever. Anyway, I remember.
Get off topic then.
In terms of quality and how much you like the show, I didn't ever say I like the show. Did you ever say you like the show?
I'm in the middle at best.
What order would you put the wrestling shows you watch?
In terms of quality, which
I'll start.
okay.
Go ahead.
Raw 1st. OVW 2nd.
Okay.
SmackDown 3rd. If I could watch ROH, it'd be up there probably, and then TNA 4th.
I'd probably go Raw first, as you said. OVW second, I would say. I have to go with TNA second, I think.
Really?
Third.
You just said OVW 2nd. Now you're saying TNA 2nd. Make up your mind.
Sorry, TNA third. Slightly over SmackDown because I think the wrestling's a little bit better on TNA, even though it should be better on SmackDown, which it's not. But TNA and then SmackDown, and you said if I was able to watch ROH would definitely be up there. But I can't watch ROH all the time, so ROH is just in the last spot just because I have no time to watch it. So
I like. I think I'd do Raw first. OVW second. I think we're all agree on that. TNA though, I'd put third. ROH and then SmackDown.
Okay.
And then paint drying. Actually, no, I put paint drying and then SmackDown. It's exciting, isn't it?
From the Jeffrey Caster.
a new one.
Do you
He's not new. For a while. I haven't heard from him in a while.
I talked to him on Facebook the other day.
Awesome.
What do you
I
mean?
love talking to Jeffrey.
Yeah, he's funny.
Jeffrey's awesome.
Anywho,
And his name's Jeffrey.
do you guys think that Ric Flair should be the Primetime Players' new manager?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I love this.
I like the question, but I don't see it happening.
I mean, they do need a new manager. I agree. They do need someone to be their mic, you know.
Yes, because they don't have one.
Well, I'm saying they need someone
Yes.
to be their vocal, you know. I like the what?
This guy's available.
I'm nominating here.
That's right.
I'm just saying. I'm
possible.
Who?
The Doctor. Can you imagine the Primetime Players in the Doctor's order? I mean, come on.
He would get fired fast and Abraham won.
Make money, 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 make money.
I can see him out there. Can you see the Doctor bouncing around with a couple brothers?
I want to see the Doctor bounce around at all. I like the idea.
I appreciate it.
I like the idea. I just don't think the
Sorry, he doesn't appreciate
I
it.
just don't think the execution would go just because of who it is and what's going on with the lawsuit with W and TNA at this moment. Because I still think there's little issues with that still. And Ric Flair coming back to be a manager in position, I don't know if he's
America.
I don't know if he's going to come back to WWE anytime soon until this lawsuit is cleared up. So I like the idea. It would be a good idea, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
I think it'd be a good idea. I don't see it happening. I'm right in his boat.
All right, I agree. I don't think it'll happen because of the pending legalities, but if it could happen, why not? It'd be great. It'd be
Right.
great for them and be great for Ric Flair.
Woo!
Also from the Jeffrey Caster. What do you guys think of the Aces and Eights gang in TNA? OVW.
Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry.
Let's see. I mean, it's kind of seems like the Nexus thing, so it's kind of what they're doing, and it's kind of weird because you first thought it was James Storm, and then they attacked him. So I think this is going to be revealed eventually, and I think it's a good idea, but I mean, you have to see who's under the mask. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
Bless you. You got a cold over there?
Yeah.
But it's a good idea, like I said. It just seems to so much a Nexus at this point because they're attacking everybody. So it's good, but it needs more. I need more to see.
It needs more, but I do like the idea. It has me intrigued. It has me peeking in on TNA every now and then. It's got me peeking in. So it's definitely a good idea. They need to keep it up. They need to add a little bit more, and yeah, they need to stop being a lot like Nexus. But other than that,
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it is trying to be like Nexus, in the sense of a band of people getting together to attack the company. So But it is a little different from the standpoint of you don't know who it is.
Right.
So that kind of makes it kind of different.
I agree.
From JB11,
JBL.
2011.
I haven't said that in a while.
Do you think anyone like RVD?
You mean Rob Dan Van?
Yes. And Burt Angle.
You mean, what was his name in that movie, Warrior? Koba Angle?
Koba Angle. Will ever return to make the WWE even more interesting?
RVD, you can never throw him out there because he's always popping up every once in a while. So
he's already popping up, you're right.
I said popping.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You know, and Kurt Angle says these things about, like, you know, he wants to come back and you know, have that nice send-off, like the WrestleMania stuff, like, you know, 80, 90,000 people watching him and that's his last, you know, hurrah. But he says, like, you know, TNA treats me well and I like the schedule I'm in, but it's like, you know, deep down inside.
He's leaving.
Well, I'm saying, you know, deep down inside his soul, he wants to come back to that one last hurrah with the company that made him a star.
He's coming back.
Hurrah. Hurrah. So, will they ever return? You can never say never to rule that out, so I would say it's a possibility.
I definitely think, man, we're all agreeing tonight. This is weird.
I will never say never.
That is weird. What is in this?
I know, right?
What's in this?
What's in the water?
Oh God. But yeah, I think Angle will be back, and I think he'll be coming back. I think we'll be seeing him very shortly. Actually, I
think so too, because he has tweeted things. If TNA doesn't give me what I want, which is a push in the heavyweight title,
well, there's a rumor that
picture,
it might have been hacked. So.
Well, of course it's a rumor. Well, they want to try to cover it up, but I think he'll be back.
Another thing that was weird about Kurt Angle's tweets and stuff like that. I mean, he's not in the game. I mean, unless they, you know, do some kind of surprise thing. But there was a tweet he put out saying he was supposed to be in W13, then he took it off. So I don't know if that was supposed to mean anything. I don't know.
You never know. Maybe he's going to be in WWE in 13, literally. Ooh. Yeah. The thinker in me, I tell you. I know. So that wraps up user questions this week.
Really?
Short and sweet, but we still love all the comments, questions, quandaries, criticisms, and queries. So with that, we turn it over to the esteemed doctor, who will anoint this week's...
You know what I'm wondering? Before you announce the View of the Week? What was the question from the DJ Becker show?
I don't know.
I think you cheesed him off last week.
I'm sorry, man. It's a show. And then you come attack me and him about not being View of the Week, and then this week you don't even ask a question.
You know what's funny?
Really?
You know what's funny?
Really? What?
I didn't get one negative comment about it from him. He never even said one bad thing.
He probably never talked to you.
He's afraid to talk to you.
I do talk to him. We talk NASCAR. He's the one person I actually talk educated NASCAR talk with and understand what the hell I'm talking about.
Really?
Unlike you.
DJ? Huh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So
I'm being honest here.
Good.
I'm going to anoint this week. Actually, I don't have to look at it.
Oh no.
He already knows.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He already knows.
Our Triple Threat Talk Viewer of the Week, episode 64 viewer is Jeffrey Castor. Congratulations, Jeffrey. You are this week's Triple Threat Talk Viewer of the Week.
That's pretty awesome.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good stuff.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
So
twice in a row for him, isn't it?
No, last week was Michael Cage.
Michael Cage.
So before we get into the headlines, I wanted to say, Michael Cage, I did watch your video, and he made some good points on the Undertaker Sting situation. If you didn't see it, he basically said that Taker wouldn't be at WrestleMania this year. He would skip it, which I don't know how they can do that. But I listened to the video, and he said he'd be at Rumble or something, and Sting would be in the rafters. That's how they would set it up. It was kind of interesting a situation that they would do. I would like to see Sting and Taker out myself, because like I said, I was so close to seeing it at 27. But we'll see if that happens. You know, Sting's happy where he is, and Taker's doesn't have a lot of time left. So.
ASAP, please, if you're going to be in the fantasy football league,
time is running out this week,
because I would like to have the draft like Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Yeah, so hurry.
Football starts Wednesday, people.
If all possible, if we don't get enough players, then me, myself, the doctor, and Big B will split away and we'll have our own team and we'll fill out that league that way. We don't want to do that. We want this open to the viewers.
Right.
So get in there. Buck in 5, we have your information.
Adam Borders is going to
Son of Sis. I think
Rickard.
we have
We got some people.
We got a couple more, but we need like 2 or 3 more.
But you viewers have still a chance. So
against all odds, where are you at, buddy? This is right up your alley. I think you've had some sports questions before,
right.
So yeah, I mean definitely.
We like I said, we want to get that going. We want to get that going. Also. to the People's Pipe Bomb, if you're listening,
Right.
we do need your information.
Right.
So we can send you that Dolph Ziggler and
Mike
Mike
Mondo.
Mondo autographed
Picture.
Why should
hero
be Mike
cards.
Mondo?
Could be, you never know. So with that, Big B, why don't, before we get into headlines, let's take a quick break
Yeah,
here,
let's-
and when we come back, we will delve into headlines right after this.
And welcome back, everybody. Good break. Had some good talk.
We did have some good talk.
Commercial
and,
break. That commercial's awesome, by the way. I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
You're welcome,
Thank you.
sir.
I asked for very little on this show. It's about time.
You ask and you shall receive.
Thank you very much.
Can I get a back rub?
Give a shout out there to
thank
Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Check it out.
See, I can bleep things out, but I don't fucking blur things out.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, with
Come
that, Big B, do us all a favor. Cue the cheesy music.
Before I play it, everyone at home, do the Gary!
Doctor, give me the news. I got the bad case of the headline blues.
I've started a trend. It's going wild across America.
Everyone in the clubs all across the world is doing the Gary.
To the window.
Instead of teach me how to Dougie, teach me how to Gary, teach me how to Gary, teach me how to Gary.
Well, it's not really hard. It's not really hard to Gary.
It's try. It's very.
So you know what? There's an art form to that. You respect his originality.
Well, I agree. I did it earlier and I fell down. So it's
See,
yeah, I wasn't
there you
It
go.
takes grace as well.
Grace and very a lot of skill.
It takes will and it takes grace.
It also takes two to tango.
It takes a lot of intesticular fortitude.
It also takes two to make the thing go right.
Yes. It takes two,
So
baby.
guess what?
What?
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
Your team no longer has to worry about two.
Before you get into that, I suggested to him, said, you had him first, and we had him, now it's your turn.
I don't want him.
T.O., let go. He's not the only one the Seahawks. Man, the Seahawks are really clearing out some cap room this week.
Well, I'll say this for about the T.O. story, and I really commend Pete Carroll making a press conference about it. He said, like, it wasn't T.O.'s attitude, which everyone keeps saying, which is completely, wrong is what he was saying. And he said, it wasn't the scheme of the football team is what they wanted, and people were stepping up, like Braylon Edwards, he's doing really well, so that's kind of the reason they got rid of T.O.
But yeah, I mean, T.O. let go of the Seahawks, no longer a Seahawk.
Right.
Tavares Jackson traded from the Seahawks to Buffalo, who then subsequently let go of one Mr. Vince Young.
His career hasn't been very stellar since he went to Buffalo. I mean, he was a starter of the Tennessee Titans and then got traded away because they had Matt Hasselbeck and now Jake Locker as a starter.
Yeah.
And Vince Young went to Buffalo, and he's right behind
I went to the Eagles first.
Yeah, he went to the Eagles.
He's behind Michael Vick then too.
Michael
and now he's and now he was with Buffalo, and he was going to start over Ryan Fitzpatrick because he's the star of that team, the quarterback. So, and now he's out of there. I don't know if he's going to. It's just, he's been a backup for a long time. So,
but
Doctor, how would you like to make $4,000 for 60 minutes worth of work?
I would love that.
Well, apparently the replacement referees in the NFL make $4,000 a game. They released the salary of what they make. The normal referees apparently make upwards of $8,000 or more a game. The replacements are making somewhere around the ballpark of $4,000 a game. To go holding 10 yards.
They're supposed to do the dances, false start.
Yeah. Hey, then Gary, they're out there.
False start on the offense.
Wade Barrett.
So apparently the deal is still not done. No Ed Hockley yet.
No biceps Hockley.
Yes, no biceps Hockley. Week 1, it has been announced, will be refereed by the replacement referee.
Giants Cowboys. Good luck.
Which means, I guess, instead of 3 hours of football, when you sit to watch your game, you'll probably have 5. Because you have to sit through what me and him sit through to watch the 49ers game and the Broncos the other day was atrocious.
Go Niners.
Alright, you can say go Niners, I told you. But remember, just like we tell him.
Well, see, it was funny because you guys were talking about it on Facebook, and when they were winning, and I said preseason. And then I was just like,
I just wanted to get a rise out of it because I knew it was. It would be funny.
Yeah.
But, so replacement referees again. Maybe they didn't make a movie about it.
They did.
Oh, wait.
But that was with players.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Big B has a couple headlines for us.
I do. Like to explain the story last week was the UFC story where John Jones backed out of the fight with Chael Sonnen after Dan Henderson got injured. Now it comes out that Chael Sonnen is not fighting him. Chael Sonnen is not fighting him because, they weren't going to do that. And then he's supposed to fight, like I said last week, he's supposed to fight Lyoto Machida. But now he's fighting Vitor Belfort. So, and then that was that. And then John Jones didn't want to apologize. Like, why did he do it in the first place? I have no idea. But he apologizes. I'll take the blame for it. But it's like, he's trying to salvage something that he already did. He knows he screwed up. He knows he ruined a lot of people's lives by backing out of that card. So now he's like, I'm going to try to be the good champion and the good guy and try to apologize so I can maybe back up and maybe he will respect me for it.
No, it didn't work.
And before we move on from the UFC, people that are huge fans of MMA and UFC, they don't really care for Anderson Silva. He's done some questionable things in the past. I get that. But what I found out he did was very, very, very commendable. He was willing to move down to the weight class to fight him so that card would be salvaged. That is very commendable of him. I have high amount of respect for that decision. But it didn't happen, and the card is still canceled. So people are losing out on that money, and still Dana White has to process how he's going to do all the other stuff. So that's that for UFC.
And then you got some U.S. Open news?
U.S. Open news started this past week. Like I said, nothing is more spectacular than U.S. Open than night tennis. It's very exciting. The whole crowd's into it, whatever. Federer's moving through strongly. Murray's playing very well. Djokovic.
And Djokovic gets proposed to.
Yeah, there's a video Djokovic got proposed to by this kid, and he got to play tennis with him on court, which is very lucky. That's very lucky for that kid. And then on the women's side, both Williams sisters are moving through very well. Wozniacki actually upset. She lost 2-2. She got blitzed. Earlier today, Clijsters out. That's her last tournament. She's no longer playing women's tennis anymore. She wants to be a mother and a wife, so she's not going to play that anymore. And again, it's a shame to see Nadal out there. He's very exciting, but he's not playing, so that opens the door for Murray, obviously, to advance a little bit more. And I want to also commend one person, Steve Johnson, who recently graduated from the University of Southern California, who beat actually University of Kentucky tennis player Eric Quigley in the finals. He's actually in the U.S. Open right now, and he's actually playing very well. He beat Randy Ram, who's from the United States, in his first round match. So very commendable to Steve Johnson winning his first match in the U.S. Open. So that's U.S. Open news. Be more to come as the U.S. Open gets closer to the finals.
And from there, we go back to PostMaster for a little bit of Bristol under the lights news in NASCAR.
Big B. Apparently, now in NASCAR, it's suitable to throw your helmet. You don't have to leave your helmet on.
That's awesome.
Really?
I like that.
Take a look.
Gets the dust slide up into Stewart a little. Tony comes down, trying to pin him down a little bit. That creates contact that gets Kansas sideways.
Yeah, but I thought Tony had to get down a little bit. We've talked about how just on the exit right there's not a lot of room. The groove's fairly narrow.
Tony's not very happy.
Oh. Gosh, looks familiar. Well, we know what Tony thinks. That's a perfect strike.
That's a nice throw.
You just used one hand, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm right.
I think he's got both hands. Look at him.
And the southpaw, too.
We were definitely faster than Matt after that restart. Checked up twice to not run over him, and I learned my lesson there. I'm going to run over him every chance I got from now to the end of the year, every chance I got.
You'll get that helmet back. Your aim was precise.
I don't give a crap.
Holy cow!
Stewart winds up. Here's the pitch.
It's a strike right down the middle.
Oh my gosh, he threw a perfect game.
Wow.
Right on the windshield.
Would you say he was mad?
No.
Mad
No.
is a very strong and accurate word.
He was a little incensed, I would say, enraged, like Brian enraged.
Oh,
96.
smash!
Stewart smash.
Stewart smash!
One of the funniest things I saw all week. It was a photo somebody made,
Right.
and it was the Indiana Association of Hoosiers Who Throw Things Hall of Fame. And it was a picture, and at the podium was Bob Knight. And there's Tony Stewart getting inducted, and we all know Bobby Knight from throwing the chair. And here's Stewart throwing the helmet.
Right.
So he gets taken out by Matt Kenseth while leading. Bruton Smith, you wanted your old Bristol back. Guess what? You got it. You know, almost 13 or 14 caution flags, a lot of action. But when the dust settled and the smoke cleared, no pun intended, it was Denny Hamlin picking up the win. His third of the year. That is now 4 drivers, all tied with 3 wins, the most wins on the series. Denny Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson, Tony Stewart, and Brad Keselowski all share that top honor. Breaking news today, and it will be made official next week. Matt Kenseth will be leaving Roush Fenway Racing at the end of this year to go to Joe Gibbs Racing. And reportedly in the 22 Roger Penske ride to take AJ Allmendinger's place. The final 2 people in line for that job is Sam Hornicks Jr. and Joey Logano. So good NASCAR stuff there, and now we move back to the dock.
Des Bryant's now on a tight leash.
This story is just ridiculous.
This is funny because yesterday, Jerry Jones was asked, you know, is this the tightest set of rules anybody's ever been part of on the Cowboys? He said no. Then they asked Jason Garrett the same question. He said no.
Okay.
So
we got 2 no's.
They got 2 no's. Then they come back. I guess after a while they thought about it.
Yeah.
And they said, wait a minute.
Hold on.
These can't be rules. Because Des Bryant put himself in this situation and asked for these restrictions, so we can't really call them rules because it's the same thing.
Would you say self-imposed
sanctions? I think
yes.
more appropriate terminology there. But, I mean, come on. I mean, for those of you who don't know, he got into some trouble, to say the least. No drinking now. He set these on himself. No drinking. No out past midnight. He has his own security team, which is hired by David Wells, the person, his agent. Not to be confused with the MLB player, by the way. But he has a 3-man security team hired by David Wells, who many are blaming for his bad behavior, by the way. And also, that incident where he supposedly hit his mother, that happened at David Wells' house.
Right.
So, now we have all these things going on, and anytime he goes out or does anything, it has to be approved by the Cowboys.
Right.
So, and this is all stuff that Des Bryant put on himself. What's up?
I have to go to the bathroom.
No.
You will hold it.
Wait yourself.
Oh, wait. You can go as long as you have the bathroom pass.
Is that right?
Back in grade school.
A little bit of good news, though. Usually we report bad news, but moving on to a little bit of good news. The boys in San Francisco.
Giants?
No. My boys. The 49ers.
I couldn't think of the team.
The first NFL team to release It Gets Better video, and it's dedicated to teenagers struggling with their sexuality, telling them it gets better, life is worth living, and it's a very good thing that they did because, as we know, homosexual teenagers are the most likely to commit suicide. Right. So it's very awesome that they put out that video. It shows that they care. It's definitely it's a big thing in San Francisco as well. It's one of those things that it's just really cool to see some outreach like that. Can you link to the video? Is that possible?
Yeah, I can put it up.
You can put it up? Okay. Click on the link if you want to check it out. It's definitely worth the watch. It's a little heart-wrenching.
Yeah. So, I know they joke on the show about me and Cody Rhodes, but this is,
this is real. I mean, this is an actual, real big issue.
I mean, we have fun on the show, but this is, this is serious stuff. Serious stuff.
All right, the 2 top stories of the evening.
We can't win, can we?
No, we can't.
Seriously, after we finish filming, breaking news.
Breaking news. So, we finished filming yesterday. Last week. We finished filming last week, all right?
Last Thursday night.
We get in the car, get home. Breaking news.
Guess what?
Lance Armstrong, the story that I've been kind of following the last few weeks, Lance Armstrong is stripped of his 7 Tour de France titles by the USADA, which actually, we don't know if they're going to actually strip them or not. It's their recommendation.
Didn't they?
From the United States.
It's not the people that are in charge.
They have not approved.
That oversee. They have not approved him actually being stripped.
The world organization is backing the USADA's decision.
Right. And also he's banned from cycling for life. Too.
Right. In the United States.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, the World Organization is backing the stripping of the 7 titles. They are not backing the ban as of yet, and also the Tour de France is not backing the ban or the title stripping as well. And the reason why not is this. He passed literally hundreds of drug tests. Okay? They said that they had all this evidence against him. And you know what? I'd be sick of it too. They immediately, as soon as he said he's giving up this fight, they immediately put him guilty.
Right.
This is not him admitting guilt. He has been accused of this because he is such a phenomenal athlete. He has records, all these records of him passing these hundreds of drug tests, and they supposedly found 10 that he didn't pass.
Right, and he said, and I quote, "Every man reaches his breaking point. I just reached mine."
I mean, yeah, there's only so much you can put on a man. Yeah. I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing. I think it's ridiculous and pathetic that this organization is demonizing Lance Armstrong. You can tell where my mind is. That they're demonizing Lance Armstrong for no reason other than the fact that he's good at his sport. And no one can ever win 7 Tour de France's without doping. Oh no, oh God. What do you guys think about that?
Hasn't the guy been through enough already?
I think he has. See, that's the other thing that makes me mad. Yeah. And I know we're running up against the break, but that's another thing that makes me bad about this. He's a hero to all men. You know how breast cancer is big with women, testicular cancer is big with men. All right, it's something that you worry about.
Yeah,
all right,
obviously.
And he's a hero to everybody. You know, and this guy behind the USADA is just a jerk, trying to get his name out there, trying to make a demon out of Lance Armstrong, and there's no demon to be made.
Yeah,
he's just good at what he does.
Right.
Kind of reminds me of somebody on the other end of the table trying to say that Roger Clemens is.
Yeah, that's true too. I kind of was gonna. But we'll talk a little bit more about this after the break.
Nobody does what Papa John's does.
You choose. For just $10, get a large pizza with your choice of any 2 toppings. That's Papa John's quality for just $10. Or for just $2 more, get any large pizza, even specialties. Plus, earn free pizza fast with Papa Rewards when you order at papajohns.com. Get a large pizza with your choice of any 2 toppings for just $10. Or for just $2 more, get any large pizza.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
And we're back here on Triple Threat Talk. Wow, that break went by fast.
That's a pretty quick break.
And before the break, we were talking about this whole Lance Armstrong ordeal. I don't think he should be stripped. I hope the Tour de France doesn't recognize the USA's recommendation to strip him of his titles.
This is one battle. I hope France wins.
Yeah. For once, France, stand up. Don't back down.
Yeah, don't surrender.
Where's the show going?
But I don't.
While they're over there laughing.
But no, I mean, he's not admitting guilt, just like you said. He's just like, I'm tired of fighting it. I got a charity to run that gets millions and millions of dollars for cancer research. I have a family. I got. things to worry about. I'm tired of having my name dragged in the mud.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids growing up having to see all that. And I don't blame them. I mean, I'd be sick of it too. It's getting ridiculous.
It's what it is. And I guess, you said, I hope they don't strip them. I think they will, just because that's what they're going to do. And I've seen all the stories on ESPN and everywhere else. I mean, and people are saying it might taint his legacy. It definitely could. It's just because he gave up, it shouldn't mean anything. But bottom line, they're going to look at it and said, hey, he won 7 Tour de France, and they were taken away, and that's what they're going to look at. That's a shame.
But see, the thing here is, unlike baseball, where we had the Roger Clemens discussion last week. Unlike baseball, the USADA though does not answer to anyone. They don't want to answer to Congress like baseball and football and basketball. They don't answer. USADA is just a single tyrannical organization run by a prick who is demonizing Lance Armstrong. And I hope he gets what's coming to him. No, don't beat that. That's true. I want him to hear this because he's an idiot and he's a prick. And he deserves anything that happens to him after this. I mean, he deserves all the criticism. He deserves all the backlash. He deserves all the people telling him that he sucks at his job. He deserves everything that people are going to say negative about him. And he's going to get some hate mail. And I personally hope that people do send him tons and tons of hate mail. Because this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This decision is, like I said, just nothing more than someone demonizing somebody that has passed drug tests, that has followed the rules. What's that saying? No good deed goes unpunished. Right. Well, if you think this is a good deed, you're going to get punished for it. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah. So, speaking of Roger Clemens, just real quick.
Okay.
I know he had his debut the other night with the Sugar Land Skeeters. And the Skeeters. Anyway, so he goes 3 in the third innings. He strikes out 2. Stop it. He strikes out 2 batters. So they take him out of the game. He leaves obviously in a standing ovation. Right. The place is absolutely crawling with people. I mean, they made jerseys, they made shirts. They made a big deal out of this for a one-time deal.
Right.
He said, I'm going to see how I feel and wake up tomorrow how I feel.
He did say he still plans on pitching anytime soon again.
Yeah.
So.
But I thought he looked good. I know you were like, oh, he's 50. Oh, he's 50.
I'm 50. 50.
Your argument was, I don't care.
I didn't. I still don't.
But I cared, and it was great to see him out there, and I appreciated him doing that.
Good for him.
He didn't have to do that. He looked good.
He pitched 3 in the third inning.
So?
2 outs.
So?
It's not impressive. It's nothing. 3 in the third.
He hasn't pitched in several years. Give the man a break.
I'm saying 3 in the third.
He's 50.
I know that.
Could you strike 2 people out at 50?
I could strike people out now.
Okay. That's my case.
I'm not a baseball player.
Oh my.
I feel like I just got in my DeLorean and went back to last week.
No, you're good. I wanted to mention, his performance.
It's your kid,
it was worth mentioning. So.
All right, top story today. In an unprecedented trade, the Red Sox trade All-Stars Adrian Gonzalez, Carl Crawford, Josh Beckett, the kitchen sink, a couple bags of flour, a utility man, and Big B's love for Cody Rhodes.
What?
To get James Loney and 4 minor league prospects from the Dodgers. This came with $260 million in salary relief, and Bud Selig let this trade go through. How does that happen? Who got ripped off here? I don't know if you got ripped off or the Dodgers.
Can I make an intelligent argument, please? I think the Red Sox just gave up because Adrian Gonzalez is one of their better players.
Here it is.
And now, it's like Adrian Gonzalez. You're now a Dodger. First at bat, 3-run home run. Welcome to LA. So it's like, it's not like the Red Sox were struggling anyway. They were struggling. Now they're even worse. Here's what happened. Okay, the first day this trade went down, Gonzalez goes over to the Dodgers, hits a 3-run home run, and they win the game. The Red Sox are up 6 runs on the Kansas City Royals, who are one of the worst teams right now, and they lose the game 10-9. So let's see how that worked out for them.
I mean, I tell you, I think one of the funniest things I read about this was that if this went through in somebody's fantasy baseball draft, it would have been vetoed by the league commissioner in no time.
Although, just to add on to this, Josh Beck didn't have a really great game. You actually lost to the Rockies 10-0, allowing 8 runs. So,
but yeah, I mean, this is just weird. I mean, it's a good trade. They seem to think since they were going to hold judgment off on the trade overall until years have passed, so see what these prospects turn out to be like. But right now, the beginning feelings, the Red Sox definitely themselves.
I mean, and they're, you know, Bobby Valentine looks like he's going to be, you know, like over the end of the year, which it seems that way. And also calling like the Dodgers like the West Coast Yankees, which I can kind of see that. They got Matt Kemp now, Adrian Gonzalez. That team is stacked.
They've had Matt Kemp.
Well, I'm saying now they have both. I'm saying that team is stacked.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty big. So, and others that is headline. And do you have?
I was just going to mention next week is the debut and the return of Pick'ems!
Week 1 Pick'ems.
Week 1 Pick'ems next week. Also, later this week.
Starting with the Giants and the Cowboys.
Saturday around noon, right? Noon
or 1 o'clock.
Noon, 1 o'clock. The second annual Triple Threat Talk football special with our special guest, the fan advocate, Terry Bodie. It's going to be alongside, so it'll be a 4-man panel. It'll be the Doc, Big B, myself, the Postmaster, and the fan advocate, Mr. Terry Bodie. It's going to be a pleasure getting his insight. We'll talk about the Giants. We'll talk about the other team from New York, obviously.
With that one
little player.
Little brother?
Yeah, little brother, yeah. We need to inform him.
That team that shares the stadium with the Giants?
Yeah, they share with the Giants. so week 1 Pick'ems, the football special. It's our favorite time of the year, fellas. I'm getting excited.
The most
wonderful time of the year. You got Manning throwing touchdowns and Andre Johnson. I'm trying to make it work, but you guys are not.
On the fly doesn't work.
I know. So that's headlines.
Come back. Come back.
That's headlines for the week. We're now going to delve into wrestling coverage. We didn't do an interview this week. We were a little busy with our regular jobs.
We've had 63 episodes previous. 63 episodes. Go check another one out.
Actually, Big B did something last month for the Saturday night special.
Oh yeah.
That
not many of you might have seen.
And since this Saturday at the Saturday Night Special is a 30-minute Iron Man match, Johnny Spade versus Jamin Olbitz.
I mean Poster Boy.
Yeah.
Poster Boy.
Yeah.
Poster Boy.
Check out Big B's awesome promo video for this match.
And it is set. August 4th, Smooth Johnny Spade and Jamin Olbitz for the OVW Heavyweight Championship.
Got one word for you. Tension.
It's the spirit of competition. It's the spirit of being number one. Number one, I'm the best. Number two, Johnny Spade, that's where you sit.
Every day when he gets in that ring, whether we talk, whether we wrestle, I will be the best at what I do. They will not leave talking about Jamin. They will leave talking about Johnny Spade. That's why I get paid. That's why I'm the heavyweight champion.
And Johnny, you better listen to me closely. Real close. This is my favorite part. Oh yeah, me, Jamin Olbitz, is gonna beat you. Got that?
I don't want to see you end up like your father. Overdose in debt.
Talk about my daddy again.
But in my opinion, I'm just not nationally known, but I am the best in the world.
And I will be the greatest OVW heavyweight champion there will ever be. See you at the Saturday Night Special. Good luck.
Spade Olbitz 2, I go back on top, heavyweight champ.
It's about the OVW Heavyweight Championship. And it's going home to me.
Good work. Good job.
Oh, it was for the...
Congratulations.
It was for,
I know,
it was for the last Saturday Night Special.
But still, it was good stuff. That was good job.
And Jamin and Johnny did both see it.
I've been asked to do something. For those of you watching us on the fanadvocate.com, see this over here? Click right here. I'm literally pointing to it right here. All right? Buy tickets. All right? For those of you local or that plan on being in Louisville for the weekend, Buy tickets right here. See it right here.
Wait.
On YouTube, I look silly right now.
Click.
Right there. Click it. On YouTube, I look silly right now. But if you're watching us on the fan,
I'm just saying.
watching us on the fan app, there's a button right there.
We're doing the Gary.
There's a button right there. You click that button. You can get yourself Saturday night special tickets from the Fan Advocate. Whatever I think it's $12 plus like a $1 surcharge to process through the website.
Right.
But if you're coming in from out of town, you don't have the chance to get a pre-sale.
Right.
So it's a good deal either way. Or if you just decide to go, you can't get into the show.
Right.
Click them here right before you go, and right there. So
and let us know if you're coming. We'd like to meet you. If you're one of our viewers coming from out of town or from here, and you haven't been to OVW and you're coming,
it'll be worth the trip, I tell you, because not many people are mentioning this, but it's on the table. This is the 10th anniversary of the Davis Arena this Saturday.
Yeah,
there's going
to be a lot of good stuff. We're expecting a sellout crowd. You can step by.
We got something big going on.
Yeah, we got something big going on Saturday night special. I don't think it's classified, but I mean...
I just want this.
But yeah, I mean, stop by, meet Triple Threat Talk. We will be in the house. People do know who we are now. I mean, a lot of people know who we are, so...
Most of them do.
So stop by, meet Triple Threat Talk, ask our opinions on sports, on wrestling. We love that stuff.
Yep. On cooking. Wings.
Yeah, wings. They haven't won contest. It's good stuff. Good time. Come over, Wild.
So last week on OVW, Gilbert Corsi announced.
Who?
Gilbert Corsi.
Three-time
Emmy winning Gilbert Corsi. There would be a 10-man battle royal, and the winner would get the final spot in the Nightmare Battle Royal.
Pretty coveted.
Gilbert also announced that James Moose Thomas and Michael Hayes, a.k.a. Rocky and Bullwinkle...
You're not Rudy.
...versus Jesse Goddards and Rudy Switchblade. And Jesse and Rudy picked up the victory over Moose and Hayes and retained the titles.
Yeah, by Rudy low blowing Moose.
Doesn't matter, they won.
That sharp is blind, I tell you.
Yeah. Crimson, you all know who that is.
Oh, we do.
Took him an AK Eric Christopher and yet again put on an impressive display. But I mean, come on, really, Eric Christopher.
I think something's going on between Crimson and Rob Terry.
You think?
Really?
Really?
Taylor Hendricks, the OVW Femme Fatale champion, took on Heidi Lovelace in a non-title match.
Our interview last week?
The match didn't have no contest.
I have to say one thing. Heidi watched the show.
Yeah.
It was her first interview. First ever interview with Heidi Lovelace here on Triple Threat Talk. She loved it. Everything went good.
You did a great job, Heidi.
Then we had the main event, the 10-man battle royal featuring Dylan Bieber. I mean Justin Bostic. I mean Dylan Bostic.
Woo, it's about time we got it right.
Joel Coleman.
Wolverine.
Brandon Espinoza. Tony Gunn.
Push it to the limit.
Ryan Howe, a.k.a. Axl Rose. Adam Revolver. Alex Silva.
That guy.
Christopher Silvio. The Welch Colossus. Rob Terry. Alex Silva picks up the win and wins the coveted last entrance spot in the Battle Royale.
That's pretty good.
With cheese.
Pretty good.
Yes, very good stuff. This Saturday looks to be very good. You're having the Nightmare Battle Royal.
Winner gets a shot the next Saturday special.
You got Jamin Olivencia and Johnny Spade in a 30-minute Iron Man match.
Right.
I'm sure there'll be much more. The Femme Fatale, the title, I think, is
probably
on the
some with
line.
Sylvia and Compton again.
So good stuff from OVW. If you want to check them out, you can. www.ovwrestling.com. Check out their episodes on Blip TV on Thursdays. Or if you live in the Louisville area or surrounding area, you can go to channel 138 WKYI, and they're on at 1 o'clock and 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time there. So check them out there. Check out our good pal Terry Bodie at TP Bodie on Twitter. TheFanAdvocate.com. Also the Triple Threat.
Yep, right.
Talk.com. And of course our good friend Cheryl for her help. And we also want to send a very special shout out to our good friend Mike Costa.
Oh God.
Tonight was last night was his last night with us. We hate to see you go, buddy. We know you had to go for obvious personal reasons.
Gonna miss you, buddy.
We're gonna miss you, and we hope to see you again soon.
Class.
OVW is definitely not gonna be the same without you.
To Mad Macabre.
To Mad Macabre. We're gonna miss you. And on that note, we're gonna take a break.
Cybertron.
And Big B, Doctor, it's a sad, sad day. But Costa, we'll miss you.
I hate goodbye.
We'll be right back.
Hey, Nick Dinsmore here. Do you have the dream of becoming a pro wrestler? Well, I did, and I came to Ohio Valley Wrestling. Join the Nick Dinsmore Pro Wrestling class today. I'm a former WWE superstar. I'm a former 9-time Ohio Valley Wrestling heavyweight champion, and I can train you to be the best today. For all the information regarding the Nick Dinsmore Pro Wrestling class, go to ovwrestling.com and click on school. Join the Nick Dinsmore Pro Wrestling class today. ovwrestling.com, click on school.
All right, welcome back. This actually might be our last segment this week.
Wow, short show.
I mean, we'll have to see how it
But
goes.
you know what? It's the week before football season starts, and I'm sure from here on out, shows are going to be a little
dragging on a little bit longer from here on out. But yeah, we want to thank OVW for everything they do.
Absolutely.
Terry Bodie, check out
Frank Miller.
Buy their tickets at right here if you're watching on the Fan Advocate.
Buy the new Johnny Spade t-shirt.
Yep.
Yes.
Buy the new Johnny Spade t-shirt for sure. Buy that.
Good friend Michael.
Yep.
I feel like we're forgetting to announce something, but I'm not sure. Usually I write these things.
Do you want to announce the thing at Saturday special?
I can't remember. I feel like there's something.
Do you want to announce the thing at Saturday special? Yes or no?
I feel like chicken tonight.
What? Saturday special? Want to announce that or no?
No, we'll save that for next week.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Let's see how the thing plays out.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, we have
WWE.
Three things to cover for WWE.
Wow. Raw was abysmal.
Raw was pretty bad.
I worked the midnight launch at Madden.
And you're glad you did.
Well, I'm saying I worked the midnight launch for Madden. I don't like missing Raw. I don't. I've watched Raw ever since I was 6 years old. I don't like missing an episode. I come home and I read the results and I flip through it. I'm like, wow, nothing happened except for like a few things.
3 hours of
one
madness.
thing major happened, and I'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Triple H, I'm still confused. Is he retired or is he not?
I don't know. It looks like for the time being, he's gonna retire. There's a lot of speculation out there when he's gonna come back. Supposedly, the plan right now is for Triple H to fight Lesnar at WrestleMania. So we'll see if that is the plan at this point. They're gonna have a rematch at some point, they say, but it could be WrestleMania. I don't know. But for right now, I think Triple H is gonna, do the management thing, the office thing.
So, wouldn't it be great to just be able to throw $500,000 away without?
That'd be awesome. They can give me that money. Who gets this money? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but
that's something I need to look into.
Right.
But apparently, according to CM Punk, it's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
A blood bucket, that is.
Yeah, drop of blood.
CM Punk intentionally cuts himself with a razor
In a main event match against Jerry Lawler.
in a main event match against Jerry Lawler on Monday night. Apparently, referee Charles Robinson was in on this. They were both fined. The fines combined totaled $500,000. CM Punk paid them both gladly.
Yeah. No, again, this is not confirmed anywhere. Just CM Punk's Twitter.
This is CM Punk's
take it with a grain of salt.
It could be storyline. I doubt it, but it could be.
Well, the thing is, we were talking earlier today about the thing with Sheamus where he got fined a lot of money for beating up referees. That's whatever. But blood is a little bit of a touchy subject with them because you're not supposed to do it.
Yes.
And they've been blaming themselves since like the Attitude Era.
But the only thing that got me wondering is he didn't bleed that much.
Well,
he did, but he didn't.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He kind of, but that was kind of odd.
Right.
AJ did come out and announce that John Cena versus CM Punk at Night of Champions.
All the way.
Not a shocker.
No.
And so that was about it for Raw. Raw was on a scale of 1 to 10 about a 4.
Yeah, it was kind of
a negative 1.
The one thing that I did enjoy was pretty hilarious was the thing with Kane. That was pretty funny.
That was funny.
Katie Vick.
Can't say that.
Yes,
That was
say that.
hilarious.
They said it.
He didn't say Katie, he said Katie.
Okay. What other Katie are you talking about? Katie Lee Burchill?
Katie Holmes.
That was one of the most fun. That was
Kate
one of the
Moss,
funniest things.
It was actually cool to see the black guy in that room, Howard, who was like one of the people in the room. Actually, he's a TNA. Was supposed to go to TNA named Scorpio Sky. He actually was in the WWE.
He did the thing with Joey Ryan.
Tryouts. Scorpio Sky. So
he did the thing with Joey Ryan too.
He did. Okay.
Yeah.
But he might be in WWE now. So we'll see. Okay,
By the way,
yes.
Since we got a little bit of time, obviously, I found out something fun the other day.
Fun.
Remember the SmackDown we all went to when CM Punk was doing the Straight Edge Society?
And we did
James sucks. James sucks.
You know who James was?
Who?
Ted McNaylor.
Was it really?
Yes,
you asked him that?
Huh?
You asked him?
No, he told me.
Really?
Yeah, it was Ted McNaylor. That's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Because we were doing like James sold out. James sold out. Yeah. So I told him it was us in the background, and he's gonna go back and rewatch it.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was McNaylor.
As the world turns.
So that's wrestling this week. As light as it was, we like talking wrestling, but when there's not really enough to really get us going or to talk about it, you can't really talk.
Slow
about
week
it.
this week, Nancy.
So that moves on to wild card action.
Wild card.
Wild card. I think Big B's probably going to be last in the wild card this week.
Yeah,
but mine is stay tuned to OVW because something big is around the corner.
Just around the bend.
Around the bend. 5 weeks probably.
Give or take.
Give or take.
I don't think I have a wild card.
You don't have a wild card?
No.
Do we have, before we get into your, because yours is so big that we're going to have to do it last. While his wild card postponed for a second, do we have an Indian of the week?
Yes.
I have one. I think you have one too.
Okay. All right.
You go first.
Okay. So a guy decides to dress up as Bigfoot and jump out and scare 2 girls.
Well, the 15, by the way, driving. 15 is supposed to be driving 15.
Yes, and he gets run over and killed. Not once, but twice. He
killed him twice?
No, he gets run over twice and kills him and dies.
What was this at?
I'm not sure where it was at.
Not sure, but who's the idiot here? Is it him or the girl's driving?
I don't know.
It's probably both.
Why do you dress up as Bigfoot and jump out in front of a car
It's like
anyway?
a big thing. People do that.
People do that.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
It's duh. Idiot of the week.
Idiot of the week.
Bigfoot guy.
Bigfoot guy.
May you rest in peace. You are
the girls are right there too. The 15's driving.
The girl's driving. Idiots. All 3 of them.
So, my idiot of the week, as vague as this story may be, but it'll have some severity when I say it. A guy in India who owns a clothing store chose a very interesting name for his store. Now, if this offends some people, I do apologize. I really do. But he named the store after the
Go ahead, you can say it's not a bad word. It's not like CB.
He named it Hitler.
Wow.
Okay, and that's
It's worse than CB.
There's two worse things than that. Not just that, but the dot above the I was a swastika.
Wow.
That makes it even worse. And then when he said, if this gets out of hand, I'll change it, which it should already anyway. And then he said, I wasn't aware of all the things he did until I created the store. It's like, really?
Did you not go to school?
Did you not go to school? It happened like 70 years ago. This is like in your textbook.
It's called The Beginning of World War II. Hello.
So it makes no sense. Of all the names you could pick, why would you call it that?
It doesn't make any sense.
So Bigfoot guy, teenage girls driving, and clothing guy. You're this week's third top idiots of the week.
Now to Big B for his wild card, which does kind of suck.
It's okay.
That's all right.
All right. So
I will live on.
You'll live on. You got the doctor working, so.
Yeah, that's right.
So, and before we close the show this week, my wild card this week is a very somber one, but it is one that has to be said. Now, I started the DWA in 2007. So, it was a fun ride, and you're probably saying, where's this going? Well, we came back for our farewell tour, as you know, to finish off, tie loose ends. And we're on the way to Interactive Insurrection. We were going to do one more voltage, and then we're going to end the pay-per-view. Big mistake on my part, yes, it was a big mistake. I accidentally deleted every single person that I created in WWE 12. So, that being said, they're all gone. I couldn't get them back, I didn't download them, nothing like that. So, all the options being weighed, you have to realize one thing. One thing about CAW, and that's what made it popular back in the day in 2007, 2008. When you did it, and it was fun, it worked. When you enjoyed doing it, it was fun, and it worked. If you don't enjoy doing it, it becomes a chore, and that's what it has become. Now, the fact I made a huge error on my part is a moot point. But, be that as it may, I did delete everybody, and the dire task of doing it all over again is just something that I'm not interested in doing. Bottom line, this is not just for this is for anything. If you don't enjoy doing something you're doing, stop doing it because it'll become a chore and you're not going to pour as much passion and heart into it as you would. Like, for example, when I was doing it back in 2008, I had the time of my life doing it. When he came on, it was the time of my life doing it. But, time went on, I just lost interest. This is my interest now. This is what I like to do. I do this every week. I love it. That, I don't enjoy doing anymore, and that's why I stopped. I know people out there like, oh, no, you gotta finish. It's like, believe me, it'd be even worse for me to continue doing it than not to continue it, because it wouldn't be as good and it wouldn't be as enjoyable as I did before. So, one last thing that you will see from DWA is that documentary. We will be doing that. We'll share the story, the trials and the triumphs, and the rise and the fall, and all
how we were going to end it.
How we're going to end it. I'll explain what was going to happen in that documentary and that finishing thing. So, to all the fans that I've had for the last 5-6 years I've done it, I cannot thank you enough for making DWA one of the most popular colleagues on YouTube. I liked him for riding. He was awesome to get on and commentate. It was a great ride. I thank all the fans for everything, and that's it, guys. It's over.
So I'm still available for your writing needs. If you need the doctor, you know where to find me.
Call me, maybe.
Call me, maybe.
Doctor's in.
The doctor is in.
The doctor is in.
I'm definitely interested in writing.
5 cents, please.
But you know what? An apple a day will keep the doctor.
No! Nobody here eats apples, then.
Short show this week, guys.
Short show. Check out OVW. Check out the fan advocate, OVWrestling.com, triplethreattalk.com. Leave us comments, leave us feedback.
Yeah, I was wondering. Someone actually said they couldn't figure out how to leave a comment on the website.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's really easy.
Simple.
You click leave comment.
Simple.
But yeah, I think you have to sign up for an account too.
Check out our football special Saturday.
Football special is going to be good.
We break down every team and every division, and we all give our own personal Super Bowl winner.
3 of us and that other guy
from New York.
New York.
Oh my God!
What?
We got to put up with somebody from New York and somebody from New Jersey. Oh Jesus!
It's like my worst nightmare.
I know, right?
It's like the boogeyman came to get me.
Oh God!
So
big haunted.
So.
All right. God, we haven't done a show this short since like the first episode.
Right? So if you don't like us on Facebook, please do it at facebook.com/triplethreattalk. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please do at triplethreattalk. You can send us any comment or question you have at triplethreattalk@yahoo.com. And of course, look at all our blogs and our information on triplethreattalk.com. So Triple Threat Talk, this is Big B.
This is the doctor, and I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the night.
This is Postmaster Jones, and I might actually get more than 4 hours sleep tonight.
This is Big B signing off. Stay tuned for the football special coming up this weekend. And once again, Mike Costa, you'll be missed, buddy.